Hello friends, welcome back to This is the Police. Last episode did not go well at all. And the Freiburg Tribune is reporting that Mayor Rogers is displeased with the police department. Robespierre is confirming this. We have 3 thumbs down. I think we're about to get a cutscene and it could be the end of the game. No? Okay, we have a 14 officer shift A. Simpson and Godbomber are tired, but they'll be okay. No cutscene, it seems. Please be advised we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freiburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. Lose a job slot. Darryl flunked their exams, brought dishonour to the badge. Robbins passed the exams. Okay. According to recent reports, the FPD is hiring police academy graduates with the lowest grades. This is shameful, not just for you, but for the entire city. In the next 2 days, send at least 4 cops for retraining. If you can't teach them anything, let the professionals step in. Let's take Alicia Pavlovna. And we are gonna pop Charleston, Beer Cell, Watch, and Taylor. Oh, we could send detectives. I didn't know. Right. What's done is done now. There we go. Jack, keep up the good work. We'll make sure your final days at Freiburg PD are much more comfortable. Okay. That'll get City Hall off our back very slightly. Shooting Atticus Tower. An office employee came to work earlier than usual and heard gunshots and screams coming from up on the roof. I always work on the top floor and I've never noticed anything like this before. Stovall, Robbins, Baloney. Purdy. Charleston, Beardsell, Quatch and Taylor, SWAT team, Paddy Wagon. The full Monty going on this one. Unlawful assembly at St John's Hospital. Abortion opponents have blockaded a women's clinic. They're acting very aggressively, shouting abortion is murder, abortion is sin. No one dares approach and the doctors and nurses are afraid to leave the building. Simpson, Godbomber, Grant and Guy. Leaving Song and Krauser to man the phones, basically. We are $175,908 away from goal. Reckless endangerment, city centre. A group of pranksters have been tossing purses on the sidewalk, tied to a thin thread. They pull the thread attached to the purse and lure curious passers-by into a dumpster in the alley. This is not the first complaint we've gotten about these pranksters. The other day, one of the victims was so scared when they tossed her in the dustbin, she lost consciousness and still hasn't recovered. Report on the shooting. It turns out the roof is being used for the final skyscraper scene of the new action movie Bloody Shirt 5, Johnny's New Look. Fucking bastards. We have a request from Nancy French. Oh, this is not good. We can't retreat. Offender caught. Guys, you're a bunch of fucking heroes. Doing what Team Asia couldn't do. Fraud in the ghetto. There's a $100 bill on the street and a few teenagers in the alley are poking their heads out from around the corner. Dive into the alley, quietly enter the alley from the other side, chase the money. Other side, chase the alley. Chase the alley, enter the alley. Other side. Yeah, that one. Well done, guys. We're getting a lot of people back now. Mr. Boyd, my foreign cooks have gotten really out of hand. They started spitting in the food and putting in all sorts of strange things, like it's some kind of joke. It wouldn't matter, except several visitors began to notice they're eating foreign objects, and they started to complain. I tried to talk with the staff, and they nod and agree, but then continued to wreak havoc. Please send a couple of your men here, maybe intimidate them with jail time or deportation. Make sure the threats stay just threats. I can't afford to be without the cooks for even one day. Quatch Taylor. Sounds like a job for the low end of our team. A man who wished to remain anonymous told us the address of another man who is engaged in the production and sale of fake documents, certificates, and other papers that are in high demand these days. This guy's price has skyrocketed and the quality is just as bad as before. Let's go with the classic dream team. Got a lot of people back in the station now. We're actually doing relatively well. Theft in Atticus Tower. Jesus, so much trouble in the Atticus Tower. A seller at a gift shop noticed a brightly dressed Mexican woman stuffing a statue of the Freeburg Monument into her bag. She then kept on shopping and trying things on, so I followed her. She paid for everything in cash, except the figurine. I asked the security guard to stop her, but some big guy stepped in and the thief escaped. Purdy Godbomber. No one responds to the knock on the door, so the police knock it down and enter the apartment. A man wearing glasses pops out of a room and presents his federal agent ID. It says, barbecue. Knock the document out of his hands and put him in cuffs. Salute the man and continue to search the apartment. Inspect the ID. Let's inspect the ID. And realise it says, barbecue. Report from Nancy French. Sir, we showed some initiative and knocked around the clever immigrant with our nightsticks a little bit. We fucked with the rest of them for half an hour, and they got with the programme. They won't be monkeying with the food anymore. Miss French was so thankful she serves up some crab salad with some sake. Not even our families take care of us like that, and now they have drinking problems. And we get $1,000 for giving two of our fucking guys drinking problems. Nancy French, you're a cunt. Get out of here. Leroy Everett noticed two apparently smoke-filled teenagers sitting on the side of the road, taking turns playing Russian roulette. Simpson, Song, Guy, and Beard Cell. Simpson Song sounds like Sunset Song, which is a horrendously bad book. Lewis Grassick Gibbon. I'm not a fan. It was Alana Morris set. Okay. She was visiting Freeburg while on a tour. The big man who stepped in was a bodyguard. She was collecting souvenirs in the local shops and just forget the statuette in the bag. I couldn't fit everything in my hands. She apologised. Sarah didn't recognise her. I don't listen to pop music. But she accepted an autograph from the singer anyway. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. A passerby saw some masked gunmen flee a bank, carrying some big bags and run into an apartment building. It looked to me like one of the robbers was wounded. Gotta get our big guns on this one. Or, you know, as big as we have left. Let's just send everyone. We're sending 8 cops, plus the SWAT team here. We have a report on reckless endangerment. Guys, what the fuck are you playing at? We cannot afford to fail cases. Before I answer this one, I'm going to see if they need help. They don't need help. The doorman is lying unconscious on the floor. The elevator isn't working. There's traces of blood on the steps. Follow the trail of blood. You have nowhere to run. Come out with your hands up. Shake the doorman awake and interrogate him. Follow the trail of blood. Somewhere near the top of the stairs, a woman screams, and then there's gunshots. The doorman starts to come around. Interrogate the doorman. There's the corpse of a woman in a robe lying on the staircase. The criminals have holed up in an apartment. Throw stun grenades inside. Hands up, you're under arrest. Open fire on them. Stun grenades. That's gone well, I think. Yeah. Loot found. Money. Let's launder it. Well done, guys. Suspicious individual in the suburbs. Naomi Rutherford is gravely concerned that the city is being invaded by communists. I saw right outside my window a whole family wearing red tracksuits with the letters USSR written on them. I haven't seen anyone holding their hammer and sickle. Not yet, anyway. But I know in my heart, it's just like the past 200 years. We've shed blood and sweat for the democracy of ours, and we won't give it over to these commies without a fight. I say let them come at us with everything they've got. War reenactment, something like that. It's definitely a false alarm. Fight at the ice arena. A few girls got in a fight while they were waiting in line for tickets to the Larry Pistol concert. Yeah, okay. Purdy, God Bomber, take the paddy wagon with you. Report on the suspicious individual. The wound seems to be started by the Bryn family, immigrants from the Soviet Union who arrived in town just today and haven't had the time to buy new clothes. Okay. Fight is more serious than they thought. Stovall, Robbins, Simpson, Baloney and Charleston. We now have 7 people out for a fight, so you know, they better get results. I don't like that I'm sending extra officers to everything right now. Success. Thank God. So we're ending day 87. We gained a couple of alcoholics. We have some very tired officers. And we're moving on to day 88. Port Union threatens strike. Classroom horrified when failed chemistry experiment claims teacher's life. Farmers bloody 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 blah. We have 1 thumbs up from City Hall now. Mostly because we've sent officers to school. Yesel has a drinking problem. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, but be warned, we're gonna fire you. It's your first day. You've shown up to work drunk. You might as well be gone. Our share of jewellery, $11,435. Wow. We'll take 5,717.
712 in progress.
Abduction, Route 22. A witness found a rusty white truck that's wanted in connection with the schoolyard kidnapping of 13-year-old Tanya Rodriguez. The machine is sitting in a field. There's been no movement or sign of life for over 2 hours. Right, Ozaki, Everts, Robbins, Vasilev. It's a very roundabout team. I'm getting all sorts of people on this one.
412A in progress.
Assault at the Octopus restaurant. 50-year-old Amanda Price attacked a young waitress, claiming the girl was flirting with her husband. Amanda grabbed the waitress by the hair and dragged her across the floor, yelling, "You bent over so far your tits almost flopped on the menu." Okay, Pongdana. You take Gorshkov and Alejandro. We're gonna mix the teams up a little bit today because I feel like they're just getting so stagnant.
We've got a situation here.
Suddenly, strange sounds start coming from the van. The windows are frosted over, so it's impossible to tell what's inside. Knock on the door, open the door, run into the forest and watch the truck from a safe distance. Let's just open the door. Inside, there's a man and a girl playing with dolls. Beat the man senseless. Take the girl away and tell her she can finish playing in the police car, and then arrest the man. Grab the man by the neck and arrest him. Let's deal with the little kid first.
712 complete.
Terrorism in the suburbs. Mr. Norris called to report an explosion. I was in the kitchen making an omelette with bacon, and suddenly, bang! The explosion shook my windows. I'm a former military man, and I'd say it was about 10 pounds of TNT, no less. Kabilius, Sanu, White, Jensen. Take Antanashi with you, and the SWAT team.
412A.
Report on the assault. This was Pongdana with Gorshkov and Alejandro. That's gone well. Okay. So shift B has already pretty much improved on their last shift.
1410 in progress.
Abuse of authority at City Hall? What, Mayor Rogers? Young businessman Razul Haddad came to the police about minor city official Jasper Redmond, who has demanded a bribe of $20,000. Otherwise, he's refusing the necessary permits for Haddad's store. The businessman has volunteered to pretend he's delivering the bribe, so the police can catch Redmond in the act. Oh, this isn't going to be good for my stand in the City Hall, though. Ozaki, Everts, Dowell and Vasilev. Let's go. If this negatively affects my standing with City Hall, I'm quite fucked. Report on terrorism, false alarm. Mr. Norris's neighbours are performing major renovations on the house. The man heard them doing some demolition. Attempted murder at the beach, attempted carjacking at the port. Murder's probably slightly worse than carjacking, like in the grand scale. A young sailor reported an attempt on his life. I was just swimming around close to the shore when I felt someone's slippery fingers catch my ankle and try to drag me down. I barely escaped. You can laugh, but I know for a fact it was definitely a mermaid. I was in the Navy. I know all about them. A port employee saw two men trying to break into a truck. They were unable to get it started, so they unhooked the truck's trailer and are now trying to make off with it. Pongdana, Robbins, Alejandro.
about a situation.
The police are in the office. This is the abuse of authority case. The police are in the office as soon as the money changes hands. Redmond tries to quickly hide a large parcel in a drawer. Show us what's in the package. The official quickly jumps up and rushes towards the window, trying in vain to get it open. Grab him and get him to the ground.
1410 complete.
I genuinely expect a message from City Hall saying, "What the fuck are you playing at?" Homicide at Sawmill neighbourhood. We have a minute to respond to that. White and Jensen are going to go investigate the attempted murder. 24 homeless people have settled outside the city where they've organised a small camp. They are very aggressive to strangers. They attack and beat outsiders and, according to rumour, kill them and sometimes even eat them. The anonymous source also said to look at their gardens. They grow narcotics besides vegetables. Kabilius, Gorshkov, Sanu, and Tanashi. And Paddywagon.
510 in progress.
Shooting in the suburbs. Mr. Norris called in about some shots he'd heard from the street. Really? I'm gonna arrest you. Oh, but it might not be a false alarm. Right, okay. The situation is more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. Okay, Ozaki, Everts, and Vasilev. If we get people back in time, which it doesn't look like we're going to, then Mr. Norris can get a couple of guys.
1112 in progress. 410A complete.
The sailor's leg was snagged in the overgrown fleshy algae that grows near the shore.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Okay, this is the homicide. Spotting the police, 3 residents of the camp draw some strange knives and rush to attack. Open fire on them, fire shots in the air to try to calm them down. Fire shots in the air. A grubby woman with a baby in her arms crawls out of one tent and runs towards the police. "My son! Take my son away from here!" "Don't move or we'll shoot." Pick up the woman and child, shoot the woman. "Don't move or we'll shoot."
410B complete.
Okay, that's gone well. Loot found. Ficus. Bring it to the police station. Dowell won't go to that on her own, so... Oh, for God's sake. There was a children's birthday party going on in the house beside Mr. Norris. The guests popped a few balloons, and Mr. Norris confused the pops with gunshots.
1 progress.
Reporting the carjacking. That has gone well. It's like we're getting a sneeze per video at the moment. Disorderly conduct at a drugstore. An elderly woman made a scandalous accusation at the pharmacy. She claimed that the pharmacist substituted her medication, and because of them she was gaining weight. "Look at these wrinkles, it's disgusting." Then the outraged woman took off her dress. Dowell. Human trafficking at a port. An informant reports that some containers are being smuggled into the port. The illegal immigrants hiding inside are to be sold as slaves, and the shipment is accompanied by armed guards. Kabilius, Gorshkov, Sanu, Antanashi, White, Jensen, Paddywagon. We do have, what, 6 officers on the way back? Or 5? 6. Assault at the Rabinovich Casino. A man who lost a large sum of money at the poker table attacked the female dealer. Bogdana, Everts, Vasilev, and Alejandro, why not? I've just spotted Atticus Court. Wow, okay. I love it. Wow, okay. We're buying some officer slots. 22,500 a pop. It's quite a lot of money. We'll buy 2. And we can fire people. Oh, wow. Okay. That was definitely worth doing, the Atticus stuff. Right, so we have 2 more slots for cops. Excellent. We don't want Marcin Zagrodzki.
210 complete.
We do like that Dowell just got on with shit on her own there. Okay, so there are 2 more.
11, 12.
Report on the human trafficking. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Non-automatic weapon found. Ask the mafia to sell it.
We've got a situation here.
Why are you cheating, bitch? The man in Maine in the yellow jacket, I presume that's man, is pointing a gun right in the girl's face. Casino security are cautiously watching the action from behind the slot machines. Pull out a gun and shoot the man. Dude, where did you get that gorgeous jacket? Pocket a few chips from the table. Where did you get that jacket? The man is squeezing the girl's hand, saying, I know how to put an end to your sleight of hand. Let's see how well you palm cards when you're missing your fingers. You there, throw down the weapon or you will be shot. Believe me, I don't bluff. Shoot the man with the taser. Bet it all on red. Taser.
412A.
I do apologise profusely for that. I just had a proper sneezing fit. I was gone for like almost 4 or 5 minutes. That is, however, the end of day 88, so I probably could have held on, but... So day 88 went quite well. Certainly this episode's been better than the last one. Quite safe to end the day here, I think. Just before I end the episode, I'm going to check on my standing with City Hall. We're back up to 2 thumbs up, which is good. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.